Good day, everyone. I am Brittany Ashley Lawas, a BTLED student, and today I want to speak not just as student, not just as someone fulfilling an academic requirement, but a Filipino who is still discovering who I am, who I want to be, and what I hope to bring into this world as a future educator. So this video is just a raw, normal reflection video. No background music, no editing, no fancy filters. It is just me and the identity I carry. So growing up in the Philippines means growing up with the value that quietly shaped us. The values we don't usually talk about, but we live out each day. One of these values is pagmamalasakit. What is pagmamalasakit? For me, pagmamalasakit is more than compassion. It's a deeply Filipino way of caring. It is the way we check on others without being asked. It is the way we give even though we don't have much. It is the way we share food, time, effort, laughter without expecting in return. So pagmamalasakit taught me that people are not problems to solve, but rather they are the lives to listen to support, and to understand. This value shaped my patience, my empathy, and my desire to help others without hesitation. Another value is katatagan, or in English, resilience. So Filipinos are well known for smiling through difficulties, but our resilience is not just smiling, it is choosing hope even when things are bad. It is choosing hope even when things are difficult. It is choosing hope even if things are hard. It is choosing to rise again and again and again. After storms, earthquakes, typhoons, or personal challenges. And then there is pakikipagkapwa-tao. What is pakikipagkapwa-tao? It is seeing the humanity in others. This value taught me to treat everyone with respect, whether they are older or younger, whether they are richer or poorer, whether they are louder or quieter. It reminds me that people deserve kindness simply because they are people. Lastly, there's pamilya or family, our anchor. Filipino family doesn't end with blood. Our communities, our neighbors, our friends, our schoolmates, our classmates became part of that circle. Growing up in that environment shaped me into someone who finds meaning in belonging, in teamwork, and in supporting others. This value didn't just shape me, it built me. It, it built me rather. Being Filipino is honestly complex. Is a complex identity. We are shaped by our history, the colonization, the struggle, the revolution, and the survival. We are shaped by our culture, our songs, our laughter, our art, our creativity, and we are shaped by the simple, everyday act of kindness that makes this country feels like home. Being a Filipino means living with warmth, offering smiles, sharing food, making someone feel welcome, even if we just met them 2 seconds ago. So it means being respectful, finding ways to fix things, create things, or solve problems using whatever is available. Discarte, as we call it. Being Filipino means hope, a type of hope that survives hardships, a hope that continues to believe in a better tomorrow. And it also means pride, a pride in our language, in our roots, in the heroes and ordinary Filipinos who make this country strong. But being a Filipino also means responsibility. It means carrying our culture into the next generation. It means using our voice, our minds, and our talents to uplift our community. That is what being a Filipino means to me: a gift, a responsibility, and a promise. This reflection, I, in this reflection, rather, I chose a well known Filipino salawikain. Ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makakarating sa paroroonan. So this saying has always spoken to me. It reminds me that progress is not just about forgetting where you came from. It's about honoring it. Our roots holds our story. Our past shapes our purpose. Our identity guides our direction. This salawikain reflects who I am because I am someone who looks back, not just to stay in the past, but learn from it. I look back to the people who raised me, my parents, my teachers, my friends, to the values I grew up with, to the lessons that taught me humility. This salawikain keeps me grounded. It reminds me that no matter how far I go, no matter how successful I am, I will always carry with me my culture, my community, and my Filipino heart. And as a future educator, my Filipino identity is not just a part of me. It will be a part of how I teach, how I lead, and how I care for my future students. Because of pagmamalasakit, I want to be a teacher who sees beyond grades. I want to recognize a student is silently struggling. I want to recognize when a student is silently struggling. I want to be that kind of teacher who listens, who understands, who encourages, and who supports not just ad- academically, but also emotionally. Because of resilience, I want to teach my students that failure are not final. Mistakes are part of learning. Challenges are opportunities to grow stronger. I want my students to know that they are capable. They can rise no matter how many times they fall. Because of pakikipagkapwa-tao, I want to create a classroom where respect is non-negotiable, where every student feels seen, where kindness is practiced, where everyone, regardless of the background, feels like they belong. And because of my chosen salawikain, I want to remind my students to be proud of who they are, to appreciate their roots, to embrace their Filipino identity with confidence and courage. I want my classroom to be a space where identity is celebrated and where being Filipino is not just acknowledged but honored. So, to my future students and to anyone who will hear this message, I leave you with this challenge. Know who you are, honor where you came from, and use your identity to shape the future you dream of. Being Filipino is not a limitation, it is our strength. It is the heart that beats within us. It is the spirit that keeps us moving forward. So let us rise not only as individuals, but as a community. Let us carry out our Filipino identity with pride and let us become the kind of people and educator who inspire change. That's all, and I hope you gain knowledge from my reflection. And that's it. Bye.